We'd like to hear a project update from everybody on where they are. So whether you've just solidified your ideas or you're right in the middle of it, or maybe you closed out and you want to get some advice on your presentation or things like that, we can have a quick group discussion with that.
And so we're excited about what our project is going to be like, what it's going to be like.
And what is it, the topic?
Okay, Sean, that's your part.
Nice transition.
Yeah.
It's non-aerosol inside your home.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
so we created a lot of formulas, and yeah, it's been an eye opener. So we're trying to do away with the store, and yeah, we just want to live healthy. Our surrounding environment, Yeah, we found out you can live without the stores and the grocery stores and stuff. Yeah, just right there at your fingertips. So yeah, that's what we're going to be presenting.
Nice. And if you have any project materials that you happen to have on you, feel free to share with the group. I'm sure there might be a flyer or something, just to give people ideas as well for those that are developing their project.
No, we don't want to show our stuff
It's
here.
secret until.
Oh, it's not secret.
They do have one.
I don't know why you listen to Carrie.
Because it's
You
like,
should show the cover.
Let me go get
Just flash.
Well, he's done. Carrie,
We're not going to have any more meetings, so we'll never get to see it.
you won't
No,
see the
that's
graduation
the beauty of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
see some of it
one
at
is going to be for each one
Yeah,
of you.
we're
You
going
get
to
come.
save some of
Yeah,
it.
we get
for
for
you
graduation
guys.
day, so we'll pass them out if you're not there. But our
We're gonna
presentation
help
is
you.
going to be
There it is.
Our
Some
presentation is going to be on the
information
18th
sharing,
of this month
This
at
is the
11 o'clock on
cover.
the item.
And then this is just one of the pages of room spray formula.
Oh, nice.
There's a
Wow.
bunch more stuff.
Yeah, formulas.
This is just a.
And it's
We're trying to-
everything in your home.
We're trying to have NBC or CBS or somebody do it.
Well, excellent.
We're going to invite Elon Musk to the SpaceX so they can take it to
Have it
NASA.
published by random.
Yeah, it's going to be a bestseller.
Are you gonna put the address on the email or something so that we know where to come?
No, we already.
Would you like to transition over here?
Sure.
Update on your project?
Yeah. I'm with Elizabeth and Maureen and Daphne, who aren't here today. We're in the Rodeo Citizens Association. That's where the Phillips 66 refinery is. And so during COVID, they were almost ready to shut down or something like that. But then on the tail end of COVID, they switched from petroleum crude coming in to soybean oil and tallow and used cooking oil and canola oil. So they had all these oils coming in. Some of them are rancid old oils and stuff like that would go to a landfill, and others that are normally produce landfill methane, which you don't want to do. So they were going to recycle it to make diesel, basically, and now sustainable aviation fuel for jets. And also there's soybean oil that is coming from what would be either the Amazon rainforest or agricultural land is also going in. So I was going petroleum refining is pretty bad to live near all that, benzene and cancerous chemicals and sulfur spells and this kind of stuff. And I'm going what might be released from a renewable diesel refinery using oils, cooking oils or whatever, compared to petroleum refineries. So it's got to be really different. So, and I'm going is it going to be? Are there something that might be deleterious or not healthy in the emissions? So I've been doing a lot of research about what might be coming from a renewable diesel refinery that's not very good. So there's a lot. They have to heat this stuff up to 600, 800, 900 degrees and put a lot of pressure in. Then they have to have a whole other part of the factory making hydrogen just to put in this pressure vessel with all this soybean oil and really cook it down so you get diesel, because you can't take soybean oil and put it in a jet and or even in a regular diesel truck. So they, with the hydrogen, they can make really high quality diesel that you can just put in, and it's not bad for your engine, like regular biofuel. Like farmers used to use 100 years ago. They just put oil from their corn oil in their tractor and stuff. So I started looking at it, and I remember a friend of mine who was on the Hazardous Materials Commission a number of years ago when he was giving me a tour to Pittsburgh where their power plant is and a bunch of other industrial sites. And he said the electrical power plant emits formaldehyde. And I go, ooh, that's really interesting. So I started to investigate, and apparently from food oils, it emits a lot of aldehydes, like formaldehyde, and that's like, you can even take methane and you put it and combust it, and with oxygen, and sometimes depending on how efficient the burning is, you can get formaldehyde release, and that's cancerous, and that's what they embalm fluids with, and it's not really very good to be around all the time, and all different other aldehydes and kind of oxygenated breakdown products of the oils, and also from the methane to operate the whole refinery, to heat everything up. So anyways, the aldehydes are very reactive, and so one thing about a reactive aldehyde, like formaldehyde, is when you mix it with nitrous oxide, like is emitted whenever anything burning emits nitrous oxide, whether it's a forest fire or coming out of your tailpipe or whatever. Mm-hmm. So when you have NOx, they call it, for nitrous oxide, and mixed with a reactive aldehyde, then you can, in the sunlight, so it's in the morning when the sun comes up, if there's a lot of formaldehyde mist and NOx, then it produces ozone, and ozone is like one of the serious contaminants in the air because it's heavier than air, it's ground hugging, and so a lot of times people who live near places like a landfill that has a lot of NOx and reactive aldehydes because of all the fermenting of all this oils and everything, it actually produces a lot of ozone in the morning, and ozone is a serious lung irritant. It causes DNA damage and cancer and asthma especially, because it's really harsh on it. So, when you get a mix of these reactive aldehydes in your air that are kind of sitting around in a community near an industrial source and ozone, then it's not really a very healthy mix for diseases like asthma, especially acute sharp diseases like that cause immediate reactivity that might cause an episode of asthma, for example. So that's what I've been looking at, and there's good things about not being petroleum. There's no benzene anymore, and there's other, rubber constituents that they send from a petroleum refinery. Those things are also very bad for you, But you can drink soybean oil, but when you burn it in a refinery under those conditions, it might not be so benign as what we've been led to think. So, anyways, that's what
Let me
I'm
ask you
writing
something.
about.
So, was that your presentation? Is that the deliverable? Did we just get
Oh, I don't know. I actually have written some stuff down too, and I was going to finish the writing and also make like a kind of a keep it simple version of it, with kind of like elevator speech, little bullet
Yeah,
points.
dumb it down a little bit.
I didn't understand nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do. So,
yeah,
anyways,
dumb it down so
yeah,
we can understand.
I'll dumb it down. So
Yeah.
I didn't understand
you
the
tear
word.
up food oil. Basically, you tear up a food oil,
Oh, I thought
something that you could eat or drink, and do that in a refinery, and there's going to be like formaldehyde and some not really good things that are coming out of there. And so the question is how bad it is, how much of it is there. So there's open questions because nobody's researched it yet. Everybody's assuming that because you're switching to food oils or used cooking oil, that everything's going to be safe. But something on the surface seems to be one way is not always
Oh,
true.
but I thought you was gonna have some fans to blow everything away. Remember you was telling me last time you some kind of
Speak up.
fans you wanted to have?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna
But
do
what a good idea.
a written report that's like community facing, that's educational, or like how do you plan to format this?
I don't know. I hadn't figured out a way yet to produce, a presentation.
I think presentation would be great, and it's like very natural.
The one thing, actually, I was talking with Charles over the phone in the last couple of days, and I said, okay, why don't you come here and do a presentation and let people give you feedback? But I think you hear the feedback. I think the main message there is a lot of time when we just look at the name, like renewable,
Right.
like diesel, or sustainable, like air, whatever the fuel. So from the name, it looks all good, and also just like Charles say, like you think, okay, this is a soybean oil, and it must. I mean, I'm using it, so it must be good, right? So, but actually during the refining process,
Yeah, when you mix it with all of this
Yes.
stuff.
so I think that's the
Yeah.
main idea which we wanted to pass, and yeah. But so welcome people's comment and suggestion to Charles.
And I like your idea about writing it down with some like bullet points.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because
People can follow along, I think that would be really good.
you know the politicians who are making the laws to subsidize this and promote it have no idea. So just from what I said today, even if I didn't explain it very well, you know more than almost anybody up in Sacramento.
There should be a video.
You know, during this program, I learned that even essential oils emit VOCs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so anytime you burn something,
right.
there's going to be a VOC being emitted, but it's the degree of it.
Yeah.
Is what I'm learning.
Yeah, there's a, so everything emits VOCs that's being combusted, but then there's the reactive VOCs like formaldehyde, and
Yeah.
that's what really makes them.
No, the difference is the natural and the synthetic. Because all of that stuff they're burning is releasing harmful stuff in the air, you know, with a big degree of it. you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scale of a
The
refinery is
scale,
pretty
it's just
big.
terrible,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, like 100,000 barrels a day.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
So that's really
move this forward a little
interesting.
bit, but no, thank you so much. I will say, for anyone doing a project and if you're still figuring out how to format it, I highly recommend, anytime there's a visual element, so presentations are great, dialogue. You don't have to have a presentation. You can do a sit down with community members, people in your network, and do just what Charles did right now. So, yeah, because I mean, I read, but you know, on my Sunday afternoon, you know, we all wear mini hats. It might just be more accessible and stick a little bit more when we have those personal conversations with each other. So, sounds great. Thank you for sharing where you're at with your project. All right.
On this hand,
Yeah.
I'm Elizabeth and Patty,
Okay.
and we are doing indoor air. And it's such an overwhelming subject. She's taking like the kitchen, I'm doing the bathroom. We're just splitting it up so that we don't overwhelm people. And trying to present alternatives to the stuff that we use. And I really like your recipe for soap. I used to do that a long time ago, and I don't remember why I didn't anymore, but it sounds like it really works well.
Yeah,
So-
I'm still playing around with it, making
Yeah.
add different things too.
Yeah, so we're hoping to present at the Crockett Women's Club to get on the agenda there. Maureen and I are doing outside air. We had a meeting with Bay Area Air Quality, and they were very helpful, very informative. It's actually a subject beyond my ken. So Bay Area Air Quality was talking about measuring larger particles than what Maureen would like to catch, because she wants to get really small particles because they're there and they harm people. And so we have to get the dishes. Found out it cost through Bay Area Air Quality, cost $700 a test. So there's another one that I think the sanitary district uses, another lab. And my job is to find out what they need and what kind of tests they do and how much it costs. So I'm not sure. I think we're just going to present the results, but the results aren't going to be for like 3-4 weeks. We're going to do dishes at 6 different places. My house, her house. I live near the school. And since I didn't want to jump ropes and ask to put a dish on the school, just do it by my house, and I think we're covered.
What do you mean dish?
Like a plate,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's got a curvature to it. We're also going to do a couple in Crockett, and the places that we're doing them are up on a hill and then up on a higher hill. There's a lot of wind, So I don't know if that's gonna blow any particulates away.
So you're doing your
The dish.
the particulates that land in the
Yes,
dish. You
yes.
got, okay.
And then we measure.
Okay. Now.
I can add a little bit here. The dish collection is basically just a standard glass dish, and that is a current program which the Air District is doing, and they call it incident fallout analysis or something. So it's basically the scope is if there's an incident and there's things fall on the dish, they are going to take the dish to analyze.
Oh.
But as we just mentioned, like marine, because sometimes the PM is in the air and it doesn't fall on your dish. So that's the area which marine and you wanted to do is to actually to find out the smaller one and what they are. So I also received an email from the Bay Area Center, and they say because for our project or the funding does not support monitoring, so we cannot pay for actually to pay for the monitoring part. But I think the study, it's definitely is not like monitoring. So I think we can at least to finish like what is supposed to happen, what we wanted to happen, and how we're going to do it. I think that part for sure we can do.
Okay, good. Bay Area Ecology said they do two different types of testing. And one is the dish, and another one is a slide, and it's got like a piece of Scotch tape on it, and you put that against the dish, pull up anything, and then you can test that.
Oh, wow.
So I personally sort of think that Scotch tape could work very well.
Oh, my.
So
That's interesting.
the
I've
one
never
problem, Ken, I know you're helping Maureen and I, but I don't know about Patty and I.
Yeah, I left a message for Patty and
Okay.
say if but I haven't. I think I left a message like 2 days ago, but I asked her to call me if she or if you have any problem with the other part.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
interesting.
Well, and a couple, yes.
Good.
What's unique about your project that I really appreciate is that you are involving other agencies involved in this work. And I think even if, say, we can't do the monitoring today, I want everyone to keep this in mind. The most important part of your projects is that information sharing to the people who need it, right? So we can make project materials, but if no one sees it, then, we want the impact. So even let's start to think like, how can we get this information out to our community members and the people we know? So maybe even if you're not doing the monitoring, you're telling them about it. You package it and you're spreading the word. And that is also, that's a deliverable, right? So we can work around, and your mentors will talk more if you're still in that phase of like, how do I disseminate my project? I do want to also ask for the indoor air. Were you able to get the presentation from Vilma and Suzanne?
No.
Okay. I highly recommend, and I can also, when I send you guys the calendar invites, all of the trainings that we have and the PowerPoints, it's all there in there. So their presentation should be in there. If not, let me know. But I do want to encourage you guys, like, we don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? But you guys are more than welcome to take existing material and adapt it to your interests, your audience. Yeah, so, because there's an ambassador out there that might have already did a lot of that groundwork and answered those questions. And, this is a network and we help each other. So those materials, fair game. Just make sure you're adapting it to fit your needs. So hopefully that will help as well. And if anyone didn't know that, you are allowed to take the materials.
Could you send me Velma and Nakuzitz's
Suzanne's
Event again?
presentation, yeah. I'll do that today before we walk out.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, thank you. All righty. Ellen, can we hear from you?
Sure.
Yeah.
You want me to talk about what my project was?
Yeah, just
So
static.
this is my brochure.
Oh, wow.
You made that?
I didn't realize that you made that.
Oh,
That was
where did you think
excellent.
it came from?
Some garden place.
Where you gotta pay for it.
Wow.
So there are some over here on this table. So I did, my project was on asthma, the benefits of gardening from my experience with the asthma. And I had some people over to my garden. Oh, was it? I say. And you're right. And she was also my project manager, mentor. Yes. And so I just talked about the various. I had come down with asthma when I was 60, so then I became disabled, and I decided I wanted to start growing things for the birds and the bees, because I was reading about all the plight of the bees and everything, you know, and so I started out. And it had a lot of benefits for me in several ways. Like, exercise was a benefit for me. Exercise for building my lungs up and my body. Mental health, because I was depressed and lonely, because I was housebound now, you know, and so getting back out in the yard, and I've always loved flowers. My notes here. Planning out the garden, and it was fairly physical, easy physical activity, so I could really do a lot and go out there early in the mornings. I found inexpensive ways to garden, like there are seed libraries. Now, I haven't visited a seed library, but I have traded online with a lot of people, seed groups online, and I actually started, my father-in-law passed away, and I found a jar of hollyhock seeds in his apartment.
Oh, wow.
And-
I love hollyhock.
And I planted hollyhocks, and I joined a hollyhock group on Facebook, and then people wanted seeds, so I started trading all over the country with people's seeds, and that's how I started doing that. And then ways, I learned a lot because I'd always wanted to start a lot of flowers, but I thought you had to have lights and shelving and all this in your house. So I learned other ways to do that. So I wrote in here about that, different inexpensive methods. And so it just became and it's kind of a refuge. Like, I spend a lot of time out there. It's really good to be surrounded by the beauty. And I'm fascinated by the bees. Like, I told some people on my Facebook the other day, okay, here comes the bee pictures, because the bees are back, you know, so get ready. Because I post lots of pictures of bees. But, that was about it. It was really good for my mental health, my physical health. And gardening, even on a small amount, does help with pollution. Even with car exhaust, I read that it's not a complete solution, but it does help somewhat to detoxify. And
That keeps the dust down also, if you have things planted.
keeps the dust down. I don't have it. It uses a lot. I looked for seeds when I started picking seeds that would grow in poor soil and not need a lot of water, not need too much care. And I've kind of learned I've had some things that were too fussy that I, be out there twice a day working on before I finally said, this is not worth it. This thing could. But I really enjoy the peace quite a bit. Like, I live right on Tennessee Street and all the traffic out there, but it's my little garden out in the backyard. It's actually good size. And then also I will say about this project was I made this in Canva, and I like Canva so much I watch YouTube videos about Canva all the time because I love Canva, but I have never made a single thing in Canva.
Very
It's amazing
professional.
for your first.
So I
Wow.
really enjoyed that process too,
Here's
being
your
creative
Jasmine.
and being.
That's her yard?
That's another part
So colorful.
of the
love
gardening
it
is the
'cause-
creativity, the designing, the mixing the colors and the textures and getting things in the sun and the shade, and so all the creativity and really give me a sense of accomplishment, because it's hard to go to a life of being housebound and basically being alone most of the time. So it just opened so many things for me, which is also good for my life.
That's beautiful.
Yes, very good.
And you're grounding because because you're in the dirt. And
Yes.
Yes.
So that's helping too.
Really grounding, yes. And keep my mind from wandering so much. I'm very mindful all the time. I never think about, the war or anything. When I'm
De-stress.
looking in the garden, I just think about gardening.
It's de-stressing you.
You.
That's
Beautiful.
beautiful.
A couple things I wanted to just point out about this. Ellen also used Clean Air Claire, which was another person's project from a previous year. So the Clean Air Claire is our mascot
What is
for
she?
the Clean Air Ambassador program,
Oh, she's pretty.
and she's got her own like taglines. Melissa would have to help me with the taglines, but like the cute things she says,
Oh, yeah,
For the
she
kids.
says,
the
Clean Air
tweet,
Claire says share the air.
yeah, like something about a tweet or something.
Oh, yeah, that was mine that Tom didn't like that one, huh?
I loved
Which
it.
one would it say?
Because I said that she should say, like, clean air is a wheel tweet.
Put that one
I
on
like that. Okay.
Okay,
I
she's
like
gonna put it in
that.
ours.
Clean is
Because
a real
Natan
treat.
drew her, so I felt compelled to be like, okay, you should probably. So he liked to share the air, thing.
That's
'cause-
cute.
Yeah.
But he didn't like
pretty.
mine. But he's my son too. He doesn't like
Oh, it's your
ours.
son?
So
Yeah,
I
so
always
he doesn't
say
like
that,
what
I have to
it
give Melissa credit for that, because I had a different bird, and then she said Clean Air Claire, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
We can keep supporting each other's
Yeah.
projects even after
Yes.
this cohort and
Yeah.
things like that. And then that goes into the next thing I was going to say about taglines and tying it all together. I thought this was amazing. A breath of fresh air is only a seed away.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty.
great to just tie in the whole vision of your project. So we're connecting air quality
Yeah.
to a passion that you have, and
Gorgeous.
yeah, so we put a lot of thought into this.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
everyone have a chance.
Yes.
Yes, great job.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Will we be able to have more glitter?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'd like to hear from Colette.
Yeah.
Yes.
My book is finished.
Mm.
I'm using some of Ellen's pictures from her garden and her trees as part of my book. I got into Canva, so I'm going to send you that before I leave so you can take a look at everything. I'm also doing, first of all, my passion project is being informative. And I thought about, who can I give this information to? So my book is like I said before, is a children's book. It's already completed, and it's the title of it is That Clean Air? So just following a little girl and her parents from their home to her grandma's home, and she sees these different things, smokes from a car, from a refinery, passes a park, and she's trying to discern what's clean air and what's bad air. Ellen's pictures are really going to be beautiful, and now I'm going to include the little bird as well.
Okay, good.
And I'm also, my magnets are done, but when I saw the bird, I'm going to redo the magnets. So anyway,
Oh, Natan's gonna be so happy.
yeah,
It's
so
such a cute
I'm
magnet.
going to redo the magnets, and I'm also doing a flyer because I'm trying to disseminate the information to as many people as possible in as many different ways as possible. And I'm hearing that a lot of you are doing presentations. What I want to do, I'm not a good public speaker. I don't like doing that. So those of you who are, I'm working part-time now at a senior center, and I wanted to do a presentation there where I would hand out the flyers. I can hand out your flyers. You can come and talk about your soap and
We have
things
the
of that
houseplant
nature.
one. Yeah, that houseplant flyer, we could give you that one too.
Yeah. And we can pass out the book, the flyers, the magnets, and things of that nature. So keep people informed. And one thing that happened while I was doing the book and looking for the information for my flyer and the magnets is I used that Nextdoor app, and someone said, "Hey, does anybody know why it smells like sulfur outside?" And I said, "This is what I'm talking about. See, I can give this person this information and say, hey, you can call this number." So the title for my magnet is, "If you smell something, say something. And this is who you're gonna say it to. So it'll give the phone numbers of who you can call.
Wow.
And there's a 24-hour hotline that you can call. I didn't know that until I investigated things. So yeah, I want to give my voice to it without giving my voice to it because, like I said, I don't like public speaking. So
You're doing great right now.
it's a small group. So anyway, that's the basis or the premise of my magnet, my flyer, and my book.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll be in touch with those of you who may be willing to come to the senior center and do a presentation. Yeah, I think that'd be neat.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Speak about information dissemination.
yeah, it's in Vallejo on Amador.
Oh, yeah.
Dance classes.
Yes.
Florence
Yes.
Douglas Senior Center.
I
Yeah.
used to go to the knitting
good.
lessons there.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie, maybe you can connect with Colette and about the food oils too. And there's a whole group as well.
But we could just all go in there and do a thing. But your magnet looks really nice. It does.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's the sample magnet that I have is square, but now I think I'm gonna do a round one because I want to put the little bird on there somewhere too. So.
I can't help but now, since you've been talking about it, now in my mind I'm hearing, who are you gonna call? Smell Buster.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also an app for your phone called Smell My City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'll make sure Ken maybe sends it out to y'all.
Oh, right.
You know, it's
Yeah, so many.
it comes on a map. It's a national map. You know, so you can also ask the Smell My City people when you smell something that it gets reported to the air district in the area. You know, but you have to ask for your specific city.
Yeah.
So,
I get a lot of
but
weird
the Smell My
stuff
app is
from
good. You can see like if 20 people reported something, you know, and usually with the air district when it gets reported, if it's one person, they ignore it. But
Yeah.
when you start to get like even a small handful of people reporting the same thing from the same area, then they have to come out and visit.
And thanks for mentioning Smell My City. Our previous ambassador, Somanette, and she was working on that for her project because she wanted to make it Vallejo specific, and she teamed up with a member from the wastewater treatment plant that was also an ambassador here, just to see if there was a correlation and things like that, and trying to get Vallejo community members more involved in how to report and things like that. So you could take something that's existing and still make it work with your project and spreading the word and making it, specific to your community and championing that, advocating for that. So, thank you. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse?
So me and Chris we're making a video and we're going to be interviewing people on if they know about like how the environmental justice in their community. We're going to be interviewing young adults, and if they are or aren't aware, we'll be kind of like the format we wanted to do was like the Jimmy Kimmel like street interviews where like, we go up to like young adults and like we ask them a question like if they know or don't know, like we'll educate them with like a nice poster board and we'll inform them, and then hopefully by making the video as well, like we'll inform other people as well about environmental justice and like certain problems in the community. We'll be going around a couple areas in the Bay. We wanted to do Vallejo, Benicia, Rodeo, but we're going to be filming soon, so yeah, excited for that.
Another format.
When do you think you'll be filming soon?
Yeah, probably within the coming weeks. Yeah.
Because we've had a
good.
few more
Before-
weeks.
Yeah.
We'll be graduating in about 3 or so weeks.
Oh yeah.
So do you have like questions already?
Yeah, we have
prepared?
all the questions ready. We just have to like record.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have contacts for how to reach those populations, or there's some rodeo members here too?
Not really. More for like Vallejo and Benicia. I think we have to like do more
She got one?
Rodeo. 'Cause we're not really familiar with the area.
Well, I thought that
Yeah,
was
okay.
back
I think the little bit is
different because the white
alrighty.
bird showed on that stuff.
And then Miss
And they print better
Simone.
paper when they're done.
Okay, my mother and I did
But I
a
didn't
project
go to
on detergent. presentation on detergent. We made a detergent, passed it out to a few people at the presentation last Saturday. They were supposed to take it home, use it, and tell us what they thought. My auntie Charlotte said she used it. Melissa said she used it.
I used
Alright.
it. Everything was perfect.
My mother
You got
and I
some
used
leftover?
it. I brought samples.
Oh.
Not a sample, but you
I washed these towels this morning, but I was supposed to seal it, but the bag stayed open, so all the fresh air, the smell,
It's a good idea, though.
it went away.
We could smell Melissa's pants.
You can smell it.
That's correct.
And just walk around the table.
Yeah,
so we
Is
can.
there lavender?
Bring the whole thing on the
Smells
table.
so
Okay.
good. I
Yes,
want.
lavender.
You have
They
this
look
written
good.
down?
Yeah, it's on the board too.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right,
on
I'm
the
gonna pass this.
board.
Can I pass this
Oh,
around?
of course. And they go to the top. Then I got enthused yesterday.
One's a booster and one's the detergent.
Right.
This, where's
That
the,
looks so nice, and that
that's
was
what
the
it is.
soap.
Yeah, the hand
Hand
soap.
soap.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
This
I
is
really
hand
creamy.
soap.
White looks clean.
And then this is not everything in a detergent is natural ingredients. It's
I noticed.
baking
Oh, the
soda,
formula.
washing soda,
Epsom salts, the
Epsom
booster.
salt, and bar soap. Castile bar soap,
Oh yeah.
Dr. Bronner's, and essential oil.
And then some essential oils.
And what's a booster?
The booster just an added freshener to neutralize odors.
Oh, okay.
You know those things that those gang
The crystal
commercials?
beads that you pour in there, it smells so good. You pour in your laundry.
The unstoppable.
Yeah, unstoppable.
So
Oh
these
yeah, 'cause
are
I usually use like a little like a piece of paper that has like wax on it with like lavender and stuff. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. It's I think Myers has.
That's your
Yeah,
laundry
yeah,
soap. Yeah.
Yeah, I put that in the dryer.
Okay.
we
Okay.
use the wool
Wash
balls.
this again.
In the dryer.
Yeah, in the dryer, and then you can add essential oils to the wool
Great idea.
balls
Where do you buy the?
at Walmart. They're hanging on the
Really?
Grocery outlet, they're $10 for 6.
But these are
Okay.
okay,
Oh, grocery outlet?
$10 for
Smells
6.
really
It's a
good.
good
Really?
price.
Very fresh.
and it works
But I
real
didn't
well.
put the essential oils on them.
Yes,
Yeah, you don't have to, but you can.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
booster
think
have
But
more
mine are always
essential
full of
oils.
electricity. I did
Yeah.
wash them. Did you tell me to wash
Those are
them?
shower
And then they more
You
electricity.
make shower steamer?
Pardon me?
Oh, then this is
One thing I learned, you mentioned
is
the
just,
last few minutes of drying your clothes
Dr.
makes,
Bronner's
is
and
what does the damage, right? So I don't just set
those are
it
steamers.
to dry. I
What
set
is
it
that?
to extra.
eucalyptus.
So I
You can
stopped
take it
doing
out.
that.
One of them is
Now I just say dry,
see?
and it does
That one
not
right there is
go to my
eucalyptus and
clothes.
rosemary.
You might
I did
mention
the
that to
essential
everybody.
oil, then I did the herbs in it. Just to
never
give
like
it
this
that.
Uh,
in the tub.
Because I was drying my
Yeah.
clothes too much.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, that's
I
why
like
my
to
clothes
sit
are
them
full
on
of stuff.
something like a
Yeah,
little something.
But I just want to make sure
Hot
it's
water,
good and dry,
Yeah,
right?
you know, make it come up
More
with
is
that.
better.
Yeah.
Not long. It probably took me. It's the drying time. You gotta let it dry 24 hours. That's the longest time. Yeah, it took me
Yeah,
probably
just
15
hangy,
minutes.
saggy.
And then some
then it's
materials.
Peroxide and water. I've been cleaning all my mirrors, all my windows.
Well, I just
love
quit.
it.
I was like, well, I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
use
try
windows,
dry
and it don't use.
instead of because I always think, well, I just want to make sure.
And
So
that's
I'm
just
gonna
peroxide
do
and water.
this.
In water.
My favorite ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to invite you back to just do a training on
Yeah,
this.
it's
This
fun.
is amazing.
And then it say with the laundry detergent.
So were you guys going to show your board today?
Oh, it's right, it's over there.
Oh, it's out.
I was saying, that's what I was saying.
So that was hand soap in the white one.
I want
Yeah,
to see the picture.
and it say far as with the detergent, all you need is this much in the laundry. So
When you're washing.
Wow. And how much does it cost per load? Do you know?
Oh, there's flowers
for
on it.
everything, you probably spent for all the stuff, maybe like $25, and this could last you for months, 6 to 12 months, depends on how often you wash. So 6 to 12 months. So it lasts.
There's the.
It's
All
really
right, Mary,
pretty.
you want to close us out on this?
Sure you do, mother.
Oh Lord, I'm not a good speaker either. I hate this part. No, I'm not. No.
Come on, mom.
I'm cold right now.
What I eat some lunch.
You said I'm a winner.
Okay. Act like
Okay, let me
That's an expert right there.
Good. Oh Lord. Okay. We named our detergent Natural Bliss. We did.
You got it.
Okay. We did a comparison the Tide and our Natural Bliss, where the Tide has all these different chemicals and all the different fragrances and stuff. Where we used our detergent, it's all natural. Everything smells good. It don't do harmful things to your body. Like if you have asthma or eczema, everything's just natural. So it don't harm you. Then we did a comparison down here when washing. The Tide, we did grass, tomato paste, and coffee.
Oh.
And then we let it soak for like 20 minutes. And then afterwards, where is it? Oh, this is afterwards, how it came out and how it came out. I think our Natural Bliss did better than Tide. Okay. This is when I was making it, the detergent. We used baking soda, the Booster laundry detergent, all the essential oils, and we mixed it. It didn't take 5 minutes. I might be leaving out something right now because my memory do that to me.
The Castile soap?
Yeah, the Castile soap, yes. And here we use the dryer balls, whereas comparison to the dryer sheets, less fragrance, harshness, and this is better. And this ball lasts up to 500 loads, whereas you use a dryer sheet and it's better.
And they're a natural cat toy.
Yes. But we don't have cats, so.
Do you want some?
No. Yeah. And then we made our booster.
You can put it on the
It's all natural.
I can hold on.
Yeah, set it up there.
And then we made our booster with the baking soda, Epsom sauce, and the 4 different essential oils. And you could use the essential oil you want to put inside of the booster to what you want to use. And then for it being environmental friendly, the clothesline instead of the dryer.
Every detail matters.
Yes. And it reduces plastic, the ingredients break down easier, it's low maintenance, it helps keeping stuff out of the landfill because everything's contained in a glass jar, so you can reuse it, can fill it over and over. In conclusion, in our research, Natural Bliss cost effective.
Hey guys, tell me about there was like, I forgot, with eczema.
Oh, my grandson, he has real bad eczema. His skin black in the beginning, but my daughter's been using this soap. It's clearing up. It's lightening up. He don't itch as much anymore. He never wore shorts. My grandson is sporting shorts.
That was a good part.
Can I ask
But
you,
that's what he's doing now.
when you say booster, is it like you go to the store and there's something labeled booster?
No, what did you just call him?
The Unstoppable.
The Unstoppables.
That's a
You know that
booster.
you buy the blue kind. You see the commercials all the time.
Oh, the latest one is this black lady's coming out of this really chic thing
room,
with this black leopard. No, what you call it, Black Panther, whatever it is, and and she's pouring all this stuff into everybody's washing machine, and the lady's like, oh,
They sell
that's what she made.
like the downy balls, the little beads.
Oh.
No, wait. You know what? I'm the thing. Like, whoa, I can't even go in that aisle in the store. It gives me a headache.
Yeah,
it gives me a headache.
But this is
It gives
so
me,
much better.
but I do
So
know.
how did
I've
this
heard
smell
these.
to you?
So what are you using? Those things? Oh, these smell
No.
Oh no, she's not using those things. This
So
is
your booster could be
homemade.
whatever essential oil you like.
Yeah.
okay.
It's just baking soda, Epsom sauce, and those essential oils.
Yeah.
Essential oils, all right. And what essential oils are in here?
Huh?
Like tea tree or
There is lavender, tea tree, orange, cedar wood,
Whatever you want to put
Yeah.
in there.
whatever you want to put in it.
I was like sweet orange and everything.
Mm.
And these are okay. I got it now. I just thought there was something just called the booster. That you,
Yeah.
That is a booster, and it softens. It smells good. It's clean. You take all the static stuff out. You know.
Yeah. And much less expensive too, probably.
There it is. Cost effective.
Yeah, that Unstoppables is like $15.
Yes.
Depending on the size.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did a good commercial.
You did really well.
I'm so glad
I'm
you're
so
right.
proud of you.
This could be a new product in market.
Yeah, we're gonna sell it, hopefully.
Taglines, yeah.
The board is nice too, the progression,
Yeah.
the test.
Okay, you guys keep that for the Butterfly Festival.
Okay.
You know, Mary Ellen's having a Butterfly Festival on June 23rd. So if you make something or want to present something, you guys can come to Mare Island.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have a booth too. So if you want to
Yeah.
come, you can showcase your stuff
Right.
and hand things out. Yeah. We do it every year.
Yeah.
How do we feel, guys? Everyone's project. I hope it's helpful to go around and hear everyone's projects.
Yes.
You know,
I think so.
You know, we try to decide like how do we want to best use the time. Like, yes, we can sit down in our individual corners and work on our projects, but I just think, you know, we're all in this together.
That's right.
Beautiful. So, and you know, everybody's taking air quality and making it their own. You know, and they all have their different processes, whether it's a video, presentation, written report, poster board, commercial. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful. What we did today is basically what you're gonna do the next time we all see each other, which is graduation, which will be second Saturday
In May. Tonight.
Yeah, so it's coming up. We'll talk about that a little more in a minute. But yeah, you're just gonna give like a 2-3 minute overview of your project.
So hear
What
that
was
part, guys.
it?
It's going to be a lot shorter than
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
today. Hear this now, because there's going to be a lot of people there, and it's like 2 minutes.
We're gonna talk fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all heard it, so
Yeah.
you know,
Just
just
hit
for
the
the
high points.
ambassadors that weren't in the room, and you know, we invite all your friends and family. This is a graduation,
Yeah.
so just an overview of that. Yeah, what it is, who did you show your project to? What was the impact? Okay,
I have a
And-
question.
yeah.
Where's it going to be again?
we're going to be at the South Vallejo Community Center.
Our magazine,
No,
right off the
that?
magazine.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Right, right next to Patterson,
I've been there before.
Patterson Elementary
May
School.
May 9th,
Yeah.
11
So,
o'clock.
Patterson.
Sonoma and
Magazine.
magazine.
Yeah, it's right on the corner,
Magazine.
magazine.
Sonoma.
And so, it's right on the corner. You can't miss it. It's kind of like down under
A lot of trees.
Yes.
I'll find it between now and then.
Yeah.
Well, and I know where those streets are, I just can't picture them.
Patterson School is right there, right down the bottom of Patterson.
I'll send
I
out
don't
a
even know
calendar
what that
invite
is.
with all of the information, the addresses, the things to
Oh,
reminders. If you have visuals, please bring them when you talk about your project, like the poster board. We'd love to see it. Okay.
So you have videos also.
So what's going to help transition you to that step is what's on the board right now, the screen, and this is called your project write-up.
Okay.
So we do this once your project is complete. This is the last ticket kind of thing. So basically, it's a 1 to 2 paragraph summary of what your project was and what was the impact. So basically, it's a little narrative of like, why did you do this project to begin with? What did you hope for? How did it turn out? Okay. This does not need to be a scientific report, but we do need you to turn one in. And this is really important because all the information you give us as your mentors, we take that and we will translate that into grant requirements and things like that so that you can get funded. And we, get that last $500 for completing your project. So we take that and we put it into technical information. So everyone needs to submit one prior to graduation. Okay, so yeah.
We do it separately or we do it together?
This is in that email.
That's a great question. So the question was, do we do this separately or do we do it together? I believe it's is it together?
project.
Yeah, per project.
Yeah, okay.
So that's together.
Yes. So let's go over what needs to be on it real quick. So again, there's like a few pieces. So item number 1, project overview. That means tell us what your project was about. What was the goal or like problem you were trying to address or solve? What did you hope to achieve or learn? So I think that one's a good example. They had a whole hypothesis there with an experiment. Then tell us why. Why did you pursue this project? And how is this going to be helpful to the community? Why for your community? 3, how did you carry it out? So what were the actions and steps you did to self-actualize that? Then we want to know how did you impact people? So tell us who your audience were and things like that. Also your audience, when you're talking to your mentor, that's supposed to get approved just to make sure, we're reaching the right people, right? So yes, we can talk to each other, but that doesn't count. As ambassadors, we want you out in the community in some way. Okay? Feedback, if you have, this is always great to include. If you don't have it, you don't have it, but it'd be nice if you can get some sort of testimony from somebody that was that you shared the information with. It can look like a quote or anything like that. And then let me move this up actually.
I hope for you guys to smell my pants.
I like that. So you need a visual. Get your husband. Take a picture.
And then lastly, so we talked about who we impacted, then let's talk about the actual impact. So what was the outcome? Was it successful? How did it help people? And then also you can talk about yourself, how did this impact you and what you've learned in this program? That also counts, okay, from going through your project. And then 7, this is really important. We need evidence that you did your project. We saw it, but we need documentation basically. So please snap photos in any way. If you're doing a written report, please print it out in some way, shape, or form. Make sure you have the logos. If you did a flyer, that would count. And really, the flyers, things like that, that's also part of your deliverables, okay? So, it's 2 paragraphs, 1 to 2 paragraphs. If you hit most of these key points, this will be, hopefully you get it done within 10 minutes, I would say. Keep it simple. My name is this, my project was that. This is what I learned. Yeah. Here's a picture. Okay.
What does it do?
Now, go.
Start it as soon as you finish your project and before graduation. Okay? If you have questions, your mentor is here, and they can review it and tell you if you're missing anything.
Cool.
So that by graduation,
So
everyone's going to graduate, but sometimes you have to say, you kind of graduate, you kind of not. So, yeah.
Yeah, and also including pictures. I know you have done your event and you took pictures. And also, for example, if you have flyers, including those in your report, that would be great.
So you guys don't need to worry about pictures because I already took them and I have them in your file. You're done with pictures. So that's really just the written report. Of course, I'll be taking pictures and go over the work.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry, and I already did your pictures too.
Yay.
So I was going to say impact, if you are talking about yourself as well. If you were doing other projects, you mentioned them in this one too. Or if say you did help take photos for another ambassador's project, put that in there too, anything you contributed.
Making things, the stuff she made and stuff.
Well, no, say say that Ellen was doing her project and she needed somebody to come to her event for pictures of the garden, and you were the one to take the picture. Just write that in there too. I also participated in these other projects going on or supported them, and things like that.